Greetings, my friend, and welcome to the Advocacy Life podcast and blog. If you're listening to this or watching this, you're obviously listening to the Advocacy Life podcast. The Advocacy Life podcast and blog is literally just that. It's one person's view of disability awareness and disability rights in both formats. So if you want to learn about disability, if you want to study disability, if you want to educate yourself on disability, if you want to be educated on disability as a form of human existence, not as ableism, not as isolationism, but simply as a part of human existence, then this is a podcast for you. My name is Kevin Reyes, and I hope to see you soon. So, for this episode, I want to talk about disability sibling allies. Because a sibling is your first advocate, your best advocate, and in some cases, your only advocate. So, when you're born, you have a developmental disability. Whether that's autism, whether that's Down syndrome, whether it's a physical disability, whether it's intellectual, whatever. Doesn't matter. Hopefully, you're not an only child. I always said, regardless of disability, there's nothing worse than only child. Only because you need that bond. And in some cases, that bond saves your life. Now, this is going to be a very, very difficult blog for me to produce because I'm going to talk about my siblings and, they are my heart. I love my parents beyond words. Mom, dad, stepmom, stepdads, love you all. This is not an attack on you by any means. But man, my siblings are the absolute best. And I want to give a shout out to them. And I also want to encourage other sibling advocates to get more involved. Because I know sometimes siblings who are not disabled either relate to their sibling very, very well, or they are very hesitant of, the future of their disabled sibling and they don't want to deal with that. So, I was blessed. I was fortunate enough, I would say this, that my guardian angel I actually met 5 minutes after I was born. Because I was born a twin. That's right, there's two of me, and yes, we both have a disability. I suppose, technically, my brother is more medically disabled than I am. If you were to put him on a spectrum of CP. But he's more intelligent than I am. He's more empathetic than I am. And honestly, he's wiser than I am. And he's more of a badass than I am. My grandmother has 6 grandkids. And I always tell her, one's gonna be a pharmacist, 2 are gonna be experts in dentistry in some way, and I'm the world traveling advocate. Praise God. But by far, even though he might need the most support, the one we all go to when we need advice and we need guidance is the one who is supposedly physically weaker. But you ask all my little cousins, who's the funny one, who's the genuine asshole in the group, and who's also the wisest, it's him. It's my little brother. I'm gonna tell you now my favorite memory of my little brother. We were kids. We were in Puerto Rico. We went in the car traveling from one side of the island to the other. My family, my dad's from one side, my mom's from the other side. So we're always in the car when we go to Puerto Rico. It's like half the time spent is in a car. Because it's family and we have family everywhere. So we stopped somewhere and my grandma and my dad got out the car to like get some bread or something. And there was a soda in the car. My dad said, drink your half and I'll make sure your brother gets his half when I get back. So I drank my half. And like all siblings, when you're 8 or 9 years old, you have to use that divider in between the seats to not kill each other. So because it was a 95-degree day in Puerto Rico, couldn't let him go thirsty. So I made sure he got his drink. I leaned over and he grabbed the straw and he drank. It was this perfect like sibling like I got you, you got me moment, and we've had a billion like them. A billion. That's just the one that jumps out at the moment. Is him and me getting like sips of soda back and forth. It was this perfect moment. My other sibling, this one is gonna take a little longer to tell. Some of you who are close to me know this. I haven't really talked about it in a public setting. But here we go, because I gotta tell her story. I gotta tell our story. So it's no secret, and this is not like a shame thing. Both my biological parents, both of them, who I love beyond words, but they suck at relationships. They suck at them. But thank God they suck at them because it took them both to great places. And they're both better people for it. So I'm thankful they're horrible at relationships. But a few years back, my dad met a woman after our parents got divorced. And this woman had a daughter. And we were not blood by any means. But from day one, all three of us, like, instantly clicked. And I mean that instant, like, brother, sister, like, I got you, you got me. I always loved it because she was not disabled. She was born totally normal. And she could have said to her mom at any point, I don't want this. And they would have left. But, man, my little sister was literally the best sister in the world. Because even after our parents broke up, because again, they suck at relationships. Or at least my dad does. In the best way possible. That was still our sister. She would text every single day. She'd call whenever I needed anything. If, like, I didn't text her in, like, 2 or 3 days, like, she'd be at the house knocking on the door to make sure that we were okay. And she knew that my dad, which by the way was her dad, because she was 8 years old. So there was an age gap. Because she was, when they met, she was 8 years old. And so there was no reason for us to have anything in common. We were both twins, both boys. She was the only girl. Huge age gap. But instant, like, just that bond was there. That let's play a game. I'm bored. Okay, you're bored. Let's find a game to play. Let's get the Wii out. Let's get the Battleship out. Whatever. Let's watch a movie. Like, we spent nights. Like, literally, she'd crawl into bed to watch a movie with her big brothers. Um, I'm sorry, her little brothers, because of course we're short little shits, and she grew up, tall. We just are short. If we would have had TikTok, my God, we would have been famous because we were always making tons and tons of videos together. I wish I had kept as many as I could have, but again, you don't think of it. You just think of it, playing on the house. The point of this, she passed away less than a year ago in a horrific car accident. And yes, I went to say goodbye, but it didn't feel like the right time to say goodbye. Like, I wasn't ready to say goodbye. So, to my disabled friends out there, and my non-disabled siblings, the one of us who was physically weaker, and she was always there helping take care of us. Like, she took off our shoes. She fed my little brother because my brother can't feed himself. Like, she put up the Christmas tree because she knew I missed Christmas. Every single year. Hug your sibling. Yes, I know it's hard. Yes, I know it's not fair to you because you're not disabled and your other brother or sister needs more time. I know you're missing out on activities. You don't have the same resources. But don't lose track of that love. Don't lose track of that bond. Don't, because at the end of the day, hopefully, you guys will have each other after your parents are no longer there. And I can't tell you what I wouldn't give to hug my little sister again. And I'm doing this not because I want to show off, but I'm doing this because this is my, final hug to my little sister. I know I'll probably write some more in my next book about how she was the biggest part of my advocacy journey because she held up my own light for me to see it. She's one of the reasons I was able to get out of the dark when I was in that negative space I talked about a few episodes back. She took my light and held it up. She showed me that I can be strong, that I'm not weak, and that I'm not helpless. She saved my life with my other little brother. They both did. It was literally a tag team. Kevin, get off your ass. You can do this. So, to them, I say I love you. To my other brothers and sisters with disabilities, I love you. Hug your siblings. Protect your siblings. Because, look at, here's the thing. Your parents are gonna love you. Your parents are gonna protect you. There's no question there. That's what they're gonna do day one. But they're gonna want to protect you so much that they're not gonna give you, in a lot of cases, that dignity of risk that your sibling will make sure you have. Because your sibling, whether they be older or younger than you, they're gonna see you not as a disabled person. They're gonna see you as, they're probably gonna be the only person that's gonna see you for you. Because your parents, whether they admit it or not, it takes them a long time to get past I have a disabled child. Because they're gonna be reminded every day that they have a disabled child. But your brother or sister is not gonna be disabled to you. They're gonna be just your brother or sister. So, I hope from this anecdote, and I know this was not a well-constructed podcast episode here, but as you can tell, I wanted to get this out of my heart. Love my little sister, love my little brother. I hope they listen to this very soon, because like all siblings, they don't always listen to my work. So hopefully they will. See you guys soon, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Wow, you guys, I really had a fun time putting that episode together for you. Did you have fun listening? Did you have fun watching? Did you learn something? If you want to support the Advocacy Life podcast and vlog, give me a few seconds and let me tell you how to do it. I have an exclusive newsletter for paid subscribers where you'll get all sorts of goodies, personal anecdotes, more updates on policy, more recommendations on books and movies I like. If you want to do more of me, I will in not one but 2 books in a book series called Living Beyond Disability. They're on Amazon. Also in the show notes below. If you want to do more than that, you can support me directly through Cash App and PayPal. All in the links down below. Thank you so much for your time. Hope to see you in the next episode. God bless. See you soon.